Rolling?
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Working with Guruji. Today I'm going to show you how to load a 435 film mag in the light. Please don't do it in the light. So you take your can, which has this short end has been donated graciously by Jaswinder Bedi, an amazing second AC and digital loader. On a Kodak film, you would normally get it like a full roll. You take it out of the bag and you would be able to peel this and it's automatically in the correct direction of where you want to go. Now, if you notice, this one sometimes comes from Kodak like that, where it's cut flush and on the purse. This is going to be a problem trying to load in. I'll show you quickly what I mean. If you're trying to get this to go through the thing, it's hard because it's not catching on the wheel in here. So what I would do in the darkroom is I would bend it on a perf and then tear it so that it's on the perf, and so when I put it in here now, it just catches naturally on the wheel, right? So before we do all that, we're gonna have to put a core in the magazine. If you notice, the core has a slit in it. A lot of people believe that if they put the slit in this position, going upwards that way, and then lock it in there, that it provides a stronger grip to the film. But what it does is, as you can see, it creates this ungainly ridge, and what happens is once the film starts winding, and the more and more it winds, this ridge gets quite big, and sometimes the film will start spooling out. This is not a problem typically if you're shooting 24 frames per second, but when you're going higher frame rates, this spooling will cause the mag to jam and will snap the film or create problems. So the better way to do it is to take the core and reverse it so that the slit is down. And I know that instinctively it feels like this is gonna not be as secure because it's gonna slip out. But what you do is you fold over a little bit and you put it in there and you roll it twice. And now I'm gonna show you. I'm holding the core with my right hand and I'm pulling as hard as I can with my left, and it will not slip out. But it also creates, as you can see now, a really nice smooth edge. There's no bumping on that. So that would be how you would load the core. That's the first part, right? Now, to load the film into the mag, there's two things you need to know. On the mag, there is a loop mark, a loop set mark, which is on every 435 mag, whether it's a 100 footer, a 400 footer, a 200 footer, a 235 mag, a Steadicam mag. They all have this mark. Now, when you get the film, imagine it's a full roll, it's rather large, it just about fits in here, and it's hard to get the loop in or the film into the magazine if you have the film already set. So you put the film to the side, take the film in your left hand, run it up into this little gap here between the rollers, and on the bottom, you'll take your right thumb and just drive this wheel. And if it's catching the ridge, it'll come through really smoothly like it did right now. I'm gonna try again and see if I can make it harder. So I put it in there. Unfortunately, I'm doing it really well because you can see the wheels already turning and I'm not even doing anything, and the film's already out. So let's try and make it hard. I'm gonna cut it on not a perf, and then I'm gonna put it in there. It's just a matter of wiggling it until you find it, and there's your film, right? Once that's done, you would take your film, make sure you get the clutch out of the way. You would put the film on here. You would turn this until you hear a nice lock, and then you pull the film out. You come right up to the loop. I normally keep my finger on the film so I can feel that loop when I come to it in the dark, and then I have the film just on the loop or just right over the set mark. Flip the film around, come to the other side. Now your left thumb goes on the wheel. You put this in here and you get the wheel to engage the loop. Out the film comes. Make a small fold here and put the film against the core. Turn the core until you feel it in that thing. Push it in, slide it down. Whoop, push it in, slide it down. Lock the core, turn the film. Give it two nice turns, hold the core, turn the other thing, make sure it's set properly. And when you close the lid, these two will be depressed by these two and basically push the clutch drivers in. So I'm going to set it back up, close the lid, and those two have now gone to the set positions. Lock it, lift it, make sure it's set right, and that's pretty much it. And now you have the right size loop for a 435 camera or a 235 camera. You'll be using a different mag for 235, but basically it's the same principle. And that's pretty much it. And there used to be some people would tell you, oh, you can check the loop size by putting your fist in, but that doesn't really work. I mean, my fist is different from somebody else's fist. I've seen some ACs that have really giant hands. That would never work. So as long as you're doing this and you're making sure you hit this mark, your loop's going to be just fine. If you're blessed enough to have one of these on your set, you would put the loop in here, and then you would put the loop protector with the hole facing downwards, cover the loop, put that in the slot, and you can put it in there. It'll click, and that's protecting your loop, so that when you're transporting the mag or running around on set with the mag trying to get to the camera, or if it's in the case, it stays protected. The loop doesn't break or get damaged. But just remember, when you take your camera to the AC, as you can see, just even if without the loop protector, it starts to form these little ridges. When you get to the AC, just make sure you advance a couple of times so that the loop is nice and fresh again, and that's basically it. On the back is the counter. Those two clutch drivers that clicked in will basically keep telling the mag where it is. As we can see, we loaded a short end, which is just a little over 200 feet, so it's just past the 200 foot mark. As the film keeps winding, this will keep rolling down until it gets to 0, and you roll out. And that basically is how you load a 435 mag. Hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the next one. Thanks for watching.